That is a tune called Railroad Bill that I learned from Miss Etta Baker back in the 90s. A long time ago now, isn't it? Yeah, that's one of her signature tunes. It is a buck dance. Now, a buck dance is a certain form of a song. Used to be every performer had their own version of a buck dance. Um, Probably one of the earliest recordings I can think of was Sam McGee. Sam and Kirk McGee call themselves Sam McGee from sunny Tennessee. They were the backup band essentially for Uncle Dave Macon. They were the fruit jar drinkers. Sam McGee looked like Harpo Marx and played guitar as a thumb picker. He's the first recorded country thumb picker that I'm aware of. And he, of course, would have been a big influence on the Kentucky guys, Mose Rager and Ike Everly, who were influences on Merle Travis, who was an influence on Chet Atkins. It kind of starts with Sam McGee. And for some reason, he's been forgotten, like erased from the history books. One of the most influential musicians of all time. He was one of the first, almost like a house guitarist for the Grand Ole Opry. He and his brother were there from the very beginning, the first broadcast of the Grand Ole Opry, all the way through. He recorded a buck dance, and it's just simply called buck dance, okay? Um, Reverend Gary Davis recorded a buck dance. That's just simply called buck dance. I'll play that one for you sometime. It's got some great, like, beating on the guitar thing as you're like, let's see. That kind of thing. A buck dance is, well, it's a form of dance. It's the old flatfoot style of dancing from which clogging and tap dancing came. It's a combination of Irish step dancing and African dance. So it's a uniquely rural American art form. You still see some buck dancing at bluegrass festivals and such, especially in the rural parts of Appalachia. By the way, it is pronounced Appalachia, not Appalachia. It's latch. Appalachia is sort of actually an insult. It's like Yankees trying to tell Southerners how to speak. Oh, well, you don't know how to speak properly in Appalachia. No, it's Appalachia, okay? Appalachian folk music and folk dance is what we're talking about, which was also very much part of the rural black culture. And still, you every now and then see the old men get up in their overalls and they'll buck dance. Well, this form of a song is called a buck dance tune. So enough said on that subject. Let's get into it. It's called Railroad Bill, and I've mentioned before, Miss Baker was very influenced by old time and country music. She also played the banjo. Her father was an old time banjo player. And Railroad Bill is really more of an old-time folk song that she adapted into a buck dance. I cannot remember the story behind Railroad Bill. He was an actual, folk figure. I mean, like a John Henry kind of thing. So there are a lot of songs written about Railroad Bill. I think it was a hobo, maybe. I cannot remember. I'll have to look that up at some point. So it's in the key of C, and it's fairly simple. We're going to keep this alternating bass pretty much going through it now. We'll start out on a G note. E, just lift that finger right off. Go to the F chord. And we're going to hammer onto the D note. And lift it up. Back to C. G. And it just plays two bass notes of the G and use your first finger, instead of playing a G7 or a full G, go to just the C string of the G on that G chord. So see if I can just kind of play through it slowly, and it'll make more sense for you. And then the turnaround is C to C7, F, G. So that's the basic tune. Okay. Next, she gives a little variation. Second time through, just slide up to A and back to G. I leave my fingers down. You can do it with one finger if that's more comfortable. So A and then open E. Yeah. And then you're back to just. Well, actually, no, she goes to an E7 at that point. Let me correct that. So we're going to go E7. I'll kind of explain something in a minute here. You might have noticed one chord that I played was really weird. That'll be in the next version. And it'll make sense and you understand in the context of this E7. F, C, G. I always do a little downstroke there. Miss Baker did not. That's me. That's optional. I think I also add a little note in the second time we hit the C. Optional. If you like it, do it. I like it. To me, it gives it more of that rhythmic feel. All right, now the third time through is where we play one of those uniquely Etta Baker chords. She liked dissonant sounds. Now, put your pinky on the second string, 4th fret. Put your, I guess, pointer finger, if you want to, your index finger on the A, the 3rd string, 2nd fret and A. And your middle finger on the C note, the 5th string, 3rd fret. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, that's right. It sounds weird on its own, doesn't it? But if you think about this chord, it's actually an A minor flat 5. Okay? The A minor then leads to the E7, then F. All right, that's weird, and it's going to sound odd to your ear, but it's right. So we go. Now, last time through, we're going to slide up to a D7. Get that open E. To just G. And again, this is something more my variation than strict to the tune. But anyway. E7, F, C. All right, so that's the way that goes. Is and that's it. That's Miss Baker's buck dance called Railroad Bill. You know, have fun with it. It's a very rhythmic tune, and it's meant for dancing. So if you don't know what buck dancing is, I'm sure you can find some on YouTube. Just look for, you know, an old man in overalls shuffling his feet while he dances. And it's a great old tradition. And the as I mentioned many times, Miss Baker was from the Morganton area, and the rural black folk around there differ from the rural white folk only by the hue of their skin. I mean, old folks are just old folks, and they all listened to and played the same music and danced, and they had barn dances and corn shuckings and house parties, and you know, really good culture. A lot of Native Americans, Catawbans, and Cherokees in there as well. A lot of mixed heritage, and it's just really good people, great music. So anyway, y'all have a good one and play around this tune. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you next time.